Today we are gonna do a Sunday reset, and quite frankly, y'all, I haven't done a Sunday reset video in a long time because I haven't done a Sunday reset, and these are some of my favorite days and favorite videos, so I'm super excited to dive on into one today. It's just been a couple weeks. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a thing that we'll talk about later. But Sunday resets for me are a little different depending on where I'm at. I'm in a new spot today, and we just arrived yesterday. So beyond this beautiful stunner of a sunrise that we saw this morning on our little walk, we have not explored. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off on a mini adventure. I've got the adventure picked. And as we drive there, it helps me kind of get the lay of the land and get to see things. We do our adventure, Fiends gets his energy out, I get a good hike in, and then when we come back towards this way, because I'm gonna go north a little bit, just about 10 minutes south of me are amenities. Y'all, I have not been near a town with amenities in over 7 weeks. Well, no, 7 weeks, exactly 7 weeks. And your girl's in need. So there's a Tractor Supply, we need to go there. I need to get cash back to get some laundry done. There's a laundry on site. I've not had laundry for 4 weeks. I've been hand washing the things I need to wash, but behind this closed door behind me is just a pile of laundry. So I need to get laundry. I did get some packages, and then I need to meal prep. I'd love to stop at the grocery store, but it's supposed to be a spicy one today. Have you ever grocery shopped like an idiot? I didn't get eggs. I eat eggs every day, and I didn't get eggs. Like, I just missed getting some things. But if I can't get that today, I'll just drive into town early morning tomorrow and run into the grocery store and grab them because the amenities are close. But yeah, that's just gonna be our Sunday reset. We'll come back then, I'll clean a little bit. I cleaned pretty good after the move yesterday, but we'll meal prep for the week and just reset for the week. I'm also gonna explain why I'm in this place, because this was not on our schedule. And it's one of the reasons I very much need a Sunday reset. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But for now, I've got a Fiends that is staring me down because he is ready to go on an adventure. So I've got a protein shake. I've got a water. I'm hoping I can find coffee somewhere. Let's see. All right, Sunday reset, here we go. We scored a coconut latte. That little drive-through is in my parking lot of my campground. Super excited for that. We came in the other entrance, so I didn't see it. We got gas, and now we are headed out to our first location, which is Lower Mesa Falls. We're starting it off big with a day at the falls. Let's go. Well, Idaho. You ain't Idaho, Idaho. That's the running joke, poor Fiends. This is stunning. So I'm kind of taking the back way, and it's aspens and then rolling, I mean, farmland as far as the eye can see. You can still see the Teton Range over to the east. Wow. She gorgeous. Idaho, you gorgeous. For those of you who don't know, I am from a small farming town in Ohio. So these are rolling dirt roads. Like, I just have country music blaring, dog in my pickup truck. Like, this is perfect. I'm really, really impressed with how beautiful this country is so far. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? Idaho. I just turned off on the road, and I didn't realize it was a fee area. Nothing says that on all trails. And last weekend, I gave my cash that I always keep in my tool bag to the firefighters. They were doing a fill the boot. And so one thing I was gonna do today was to replenish that with some cash back, but I think I have enough quarters. This is my toll bag. So I'm gonna count. Hopefully I have enough quarters, and hopefully they'll take quarters. Hopefully they'll take quarters, otherwise... He thinks we're stopping right here. But yeah, I was just seeing if I had enough quarters. He's very ready for an adventure. All right, let's see if they will take quarters. So that was an absolute disaster. It's one of those like self-pay, and then you have to slide the envelope in. So quarters obviously are a lot thicker. So I got the first envelope stuck, it ripped. I had to like poke a bunch of quarters through. So then I created a second envelope, wrote on it what happened, and just shoved the quarters in there. So I paid, but in a very interesting manner. And there's like a ton of people there, and I got the first envelope stuck. Yeah, it was hilarious. Anywho, for our first Idaho hike, we are on the beautiful Mesa nature trail that takes you from the upper falls to the lower falls. And the reason I'm not just going straight to the upper falls is we arrived with like so many people, and they were all just doing the upper falls overlook. So we're gonna do that in a little bit, but I'm hoping by getting a nice little walk in first, one, it gets some of Feeney's energy out, stretches the legs, but two, maybe some of those people will be gone, because that's a pretty quick hike. So it sure is lush and beautiful, very different from our trails that we've been on, or haven't been on, should we say, and very different than the farmland. Wow, you can hear the falls in the background. It's beautiful. So we are at Lower Falls, and I kind of expected people to be here. Nobody came this way. There was nobody hiking behind us, and it is stunning. You have a great look over the Lower Falls. Beautiful, and it's all to yourself. And I'm actually really proud because I've been very nervous to do any sort of hiking in bear country, like where you have to carry bear spray. And this was a very dense, very lush hike, and we did it. I know it was only a little over a mile, but I've just been super nervous, y'all, to do anything like alone. So I've really only been picking places that other people are. So proud moment. And yeah, I would love to sit on the edge, but some of these rocks are crumbling. So we're definitely not going to do that. But I am going to take in this beautiful view, the sound of the waterfall for a little bit before we head back and go check out the Upper Falls overlook. All right. We're just about back to the parking lot, and then we're going to take the short trail to the Upper Falls. It looks like they've opened overflow parking because I'm getting ready to walk across that. So it's probably going to be a busy one, but I can't wait to see the Upper Falls, which are supposed to be bigger than the lower. Wow, those are gorgeous. It is body to body down there, sadly though. So with a lot of these attractions, it is 11 o'clock, so maybe getting there early would have been beneficial. But we did get to take in the view for a couple minutes before I felt like I was standing there for too long, because there's kind of like a line. But wow, Idaho's starting off strong. Well, I think our hiking adventures are done for the day. I knew it was supposed to get hot today, but the way the morning started out, it was really overcast. It was like 52 degrees on the way here. I thought, okay, maybe the forecast was wrong because it's supposed to be abnormally hot for the next like 4 days. There's a bit of a heat wave coming through this area. So the forecast said around 90 degrees, but when we left the RV, it was only 52 degrees. It was very overcast, but the second the overcast blew away and that sun hit us, I would say it's definitely close to that 90 degrees. My truck hasn't updated because I'm kind of parked in the shade, but we got back and he legit just drove, like guzzled a big bowl, like his actual bowl and a half of water, and now have the AC blaring on him. So little warm to continue hiking adventures. I'm glad we got to see the lower falls this way. There is a longer hike to go see it, and we were gonna do a few miles of that, but I think it's gonna be an AC kind of day. But we are gonna head back into town to Tractor Supply for just some of the things, and something that Feeney isn't gonna like, and then something that he will like. But for now, I'm gonna blast this AC. Oh, it's hot. It's spicy. The spicy nugget doesn't like spicy temperatures. No. So that was the most chaotic thing ever, so I didn't get too many clips. But I stopped at Tractor Supply, and this Tractor Supply has to have the best view of the Tetons. Like, I don't think I've ever seen such a view whilst getting my propane filled. So I got my propane filled, and then they also have a dog wash, and Beans has been super itchy from being in the water so much, and I was like, this is perfect, like, let's get him a dog wash. So the dog wash it's a room, and they have everything for you. They have two things. I was gonna get pictures, but it got chaotic. Fiends did really good, other than he was screaming. When I came out, they were like, we were betting husky. I was like, nope. But a woman came in with her 3 children and 2 dogs, and her children were coming up to my wash station while Fiends is like screaming, and I'm shaking, like shaking his water. And she's like, I want a pet. And I was like, no, who wants, like, no, the dog, like, he's obviously amped up. And Fiends doesn't mind Baz, but that was his first time in one of those like metal things. So he wasn't super happy. And so I like dry him off barely, and then I'm just like, we're getting the hell out of here. And like, he launched out and then went straight out, and because his paws are wet, he's slipping all over the place. Obviously, people are allowed to bring their dogs in, but there was plenty of room for her children to stay on their side and allow me to take care of my dog on my side. But they were literally right, like, the girl was touching me. And I just don't understand. I don't understand. So anywho, we just got the hell out of there. But I got, and I will show you when I get back, Feeny needed a new RV bed. The bed that's in here is disgusting. It's not going back in the RV. This one folds, so it'll fold out of the way. I'm super excited, and he did not need this, but it's a rocket pop. It's a mega popsicle. And then I got him some treats because he's traumatized. So yeah, that was chaotic, but the guy who was filling my propane gave me some places to go, so I'm super excited. We're gonna check them out during this week because it's hot. I am soaking wet and smell like dog, so it is time to go back to the RV. Back. We got the AC on. It is spicy out there. I actually stopped at the gas station because they had like prepared foods, and I got myself an Italian ciabatta that looks pretty darn excellent because I have it meal prepped, and I need to thaw meat and things like that, and I was starving, so we did. It looks fantastic. So I'm gonna eat this. I was actually able to snag 2 washers. They're pretty big, so pretty much got everything in there other than the sheets that are on my bed, so yay. So I'm gonna let that run. It's really nice. The laundry is literally right there. I'm gonna let that run while I eat and cool down. Yeah. Spicy. As soon as I start to film, that comes on. But now it is time to put that giant load of laundry away, make my bed. I still probably have 2 more loads, well, 1 more load of laundry. I'll do this set with some just things that I have that didn't fit into there. So I managed to get it done in 3 loads, but whew, this is, or I will. It's a lot of laundry. It is very hot out still. I know, I keep saying that, but just a little walk to the laundromat. All right, gotta put this away. Went and grabbed our packages. I try to time these talking segments around that, but it's pretty much constantly on because it's warm. We've got Feeney's supplements. So we've upgraded to the Vital Defense from Adored Beast. So he's typically on the phytoplankton, but this one has the mushrooms mixed in. So the chaga mushrooms are combined in this. So now he can just take this. And I was just about out of the phytoplankton, which we bought in Durango. And that's only because I only had the little one. Usually it lasts a bit longer. And then I got turkey tail. Now, I did buy a turkey tail powder. Buddy, it's liquid. When we were at that place in Durango, he won't eat it. Doesn't matter what I do to it. He's wasted so much food. But it's turkey tail. You don't want it. Well, you don't want it just by itself. So these are my favorite. I've noticed a huge difference, but I am glad now to have the chaga mixed in. So okay, we'll start that. I maybe have one left, so that is the first. What did we get? We got more whimsies, because anytime I order from Amazon, these are the cheapest. Dasuquin, so usually I like beans to be on the Nulo joint supplements, but they're really hard to get and I'm out and I couldn't find any place local, so we're gonna go with Dasuquin. I don't know what this is. Seriously, I have no idea. Oh, yes I do. So I have to always carry my backpack with me when I film. And if I'm not filming, if I'm filming in little towns, I don't necessarily want to carry my little backpack. So I got a cute little leather one that I'll be able to fit my stuff in and put my Insta on this side. And that way I don't have to carry an actual backpack. I can carry Fiend's water, his bowl, and look kind of cute. This isn't the one I ordered. I ordered one that had white stitching, but oh well. We're gonna take this one. It's fine. I mean, I typically wear gold and orange anyways, so the little gold works for me. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that I can carry this instead of my backpack all the time. My favorite makeup, you can't get it in the stores anymore, so anytime I order it, I'm almost out. I get that. I ripped my favorite shorts. I ripped a giant hole in them. These are the BMJLs from Amazon. They're like a Free People dupe. I wear these things constantly, and so yeah, I tore them to shreds. So I got a new pair. You're gonna laugh. The main reason I ordered from Amazon was for two things. A mouse. My mouse of 10 years died. 10 years. So I ordered the exact same mouse, just in black this time, because I cannot function without a mouse at all. For work, I was useless on Friday without a mouse, so I needed that. Bluetooth shutters. I'm forever in need of Bluetooth shutters, but this is one of the real reasons I placed the order. I purchased a regular air compressor for my trailer tires and truck tires that you use the battery. I thought that I would keep the old house battery, the lead acid battery, charged on this. I don't. So if I had to fill a tire while I was hitched, I would actually have to unhitch. Could I hook it to my lithium battery that powers this? Yes. Am I too afraid to do that? Yes. Also, what if I need to fill the truck tires when I don't have this? So I went ahead and ordered one that is battery powered itself. So I will charge this up, keep it in the truck, and it can do all my tires, all my things. Actually was on sale, which I love a good sale. Had really good reviews, so we'll see how that goes. But I just really hate not having a really easy way to fill my tires. It's something that I kind of freak out about. So I wanted to get this before I start my long haul back down south, just for peace of mind. Actually, I'm a lot excited. Okay, put this stuff away. Take that to the dumpster. I ordered groceries because it is too hot. I need to get, like I said, I shopped stupidly, but the Walmart, which is only about 30 minutes away, had an evening pickup. So that's not for a little while. So we're not going to leave for a little bit. I'm going to get some editing done once I get all this stuff away. But I needed to, yeah, I just needed to get extra food because, like, I don't know what I was doing, but I don't, like, have enough to make any meal. Oh, that's what I'm going to do next. Yeah, I'm going to get, wow, a hot mess express, y'all. I'm going to get my food prep that I have here ready to go. So something I did when I got to Montana was to get back into my regular diet. Colorado, because I am so physically active, I got a little wild. And for those of you who don't know, I have a autoimmune thyroid disorder, and it's been under control for a very long time. But when I eat like a teenager and I eat a lot of processed foods, I don't prioritize protein, I don't prioritize my veggies, it can go downhill. And I didn't really catch it till I got to Montana because I was just really tired, and I'll explain more of that later. But now that I'm looking back on some of the end Colorado photos, like, I can see it in my body gets a little bit like more cellulite, kind of like lymphedema type. I get very swollen. I'm not jumping on the everybody's got inflammation. I legit have an autoimmune disorder. So when I got to Montana, I tightened it up, and part of that for me, because my weekdays get really busy, is to meal prep some things. So I keep it pretty simple. I'm a very simple eater. I usually pick some sort of green veggie. I've got a pot of jasmine rice going, which is my favorite, and I'm gonna air fry up these Brussels. I need to defrost some ground beef. I accidentally left a sparkling water in and it exploded, so like everything has like frozen sparkling water. So I need to defrost that, and tomorrow I will brown it up. Usually for lunch I just reheat things. Breakfast I usually make, and then dinner I usually make as well. So I will stick with, during the week, the same exact foods, and then kind of how the rules that I've created for myself just to help me keep tighter on the road is I will eat off of like my normal Hashimoto's plan when you guys are with me and for a special reason. Today's Subway sub sandwich, there was not a special reason. It's just because I did meal prep. So that right there shows you why meal prep is super important for me, because if this would have been ready, I would have just come home and eaten this. Ooh, I got a lot of Brussels. Wow, look at this. That's a lot of Brussels sprouts, man. I don't know. I don't know why I'm one of those people that can just eat the same thing every day, but I can. So I just spray them with a little olive oil. Remember when we bought this? And those will go, this is a big batch, so this is probably going to take 30 minutes. But we shall see. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. To show you guys this. So this thing is tiny. This is the air compressor. And this is for RV tires. I like triple checked. But it comes with a really nice bag. And then this stuff is just mind-boggling to me, and it shouldn't be. But it actually came with the charging block. Like this part too, it's separate. That never happens. Even iPhone doesn't give you that anymore. Well, go in wolf. So I'll let you know. I'm gonna test it. None of my tires need air, but I'm gonna test it on like one of them and then let some air out just to make sure it's got enough PSI. But all of the reviews were solid for it. Said it worked on RVs, trucks, and all of that. So great size, man. Love it. Back from doing round 2 of groceries because your girl's an idiot. And I wish I would have taken my GoPro. Y'all, it was so pretty. The sun was setting, the golden and green fields and golden hour. Idaho's a sleeper state. I can tell you right now, because I only have 2 weeks here, that 2 weeks is not going to be enough. But I'm going to put away round 2 of groceries. And I think we're gonna just chill. I'm gonna make Fiend's dinner. I think we're gonna just chill for the rest of the night. I mean, it is 8:45, so it's almost time to go to bed. And tomorrow morning, I am going to catch you guys up on why I'm in Idaho and no longer in Montana. Just kind of ran out of time today, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.
The moon is high, our love is warm.